Today we're talking about the new horror film, Come Play. So let's get started. Parents fight to save their son when a mysterious creature uses his electronic devices to break into our world. Just a quick thanks for stopping by my channel. If you guys love to watch movies like I do, you guys are in the right spot. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click that notification for more up and coming videos. Come Play is a new horror film from Focus Features and stars Gillian Jacobs, Azhy Robertson, John Gallagher Jr., and Winslow Fegley. And this is about a young boy who is autistic. He's understimulated a lot in the film, and he has a hard time communicating and making friends. Well, friends come over to spend the night because their parents are forcing it. He has a new iPad, and he uses different apps to make faces on himself. You know, when you use the Snapchat filters. But he starts to turn the iPad around, and there is another face in the room. And he's read a story of a monster named Larry. And Larry wants a friend and will stop at nothing to make friends. And so throughout the movie, we cannot see Larry in the real world. We can only see him through the iPad, the electronic device. And he is creating havoc in the world and within this family. I think it's a unique approach to a horror film. It is something that we do see a lot in Snapchat filters, and we've seen like parody videos of people and having faces in the background taking on a mask, and then you're wondering if someone else is in the room. I think it's a cool approach to a movie. Now, unfortunately, I think that this is a movie that delivers on the scares, but not with the story. The story behind Larry and him entering our world and using the electronic device, I think, was one of the weaker parts of the movie. The characters too, some of the minor characters, the father, the mother, the friends, I think were really thin characters. Not a lot given to these characters. But one standout in the movie was Azhy Robertson as Oliver. He is autistic in the movie. He's understimulated. I really could understand this character. My son is understimulated a lot, so he does a lot of things with his hands to give him that stimulation, what he is craving. And I really could sympathize with this character and what he was going through and how he had a hard time communicating and understanding things. I just felt for this character within this movie. I think Azhy Robertson also did a really great job playing the character, and everybody else in here was pretty good. Gillian Jacobs, she's great in the movie. I think overall the acting's pretty good, but some of the minor characters like the mother and the father and the friends, there really wasn't much given to them to where you actually cared about them and their situation with Larry, this monster. I only really cared about Oliver. He struggled a lot in the movie. He was trying to be brave and handle the situations on his own, so I really liked the character. Maybe it's because I understand that character and what he is going through. I think the design of Larry was pretty creepy, and how they utilized the iPad to bring him forth. You really couldn't see him in the real world. You could only see him in the digital world because you really didn't know where he was if you didn't have an iPad with you. And whenever you show him that iPad around, you might be able to find him and spot him within the room. They utilize the camera movement very well. I think the directing behind it is really good. And one of the most terrifying things about this movie is the sound. Something that always terrifies me within movies is loud stomping noises as they come near you. But what makes this film work so well is that you don't know where he is, and so the loud noises as they are coming closer and closer to you, and it's getting louder and louder, it's really scary for me. It might not be scary for some people, but I found the sound within the movie to be utilized very well and effective, and bring a lot of the chills and the scares to this movie. So Larry, which has the most terrible name for a monster, it's not terrifying at all. The monster design and his abilities and the sound were easily some of the creepiest things I've seen in this movie. The story for Larry and him wanting the friends, I thought, was one of the weaker parts of the movie. So the story and some of the characters were really thin, but it definitely did deliver on the scares. So I'm kind of like tossed with this movie. I didn't care much for the story, but I did like the atmosphere and the monster and some of the sounds within it. So overall, I'm kind of just mixed with this movie. I enjoyed parts of it, but I also didn't enjoy most of the film. I'm going to go ahead and give Come Play a C+. Thank you guys for checking my review for Come Play. Have you guys seen it in theaters? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming videos. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.